Welcome to the Travel Agency New Year podcast. I am your host, Rachel Kay, travel agency owner, helping travel advisors get into their CEO mindset and really build the business that builds you up. That's my tagline for Elevate with Rachel Kay. Head over to elevatewithrachelk.com if you're interested in how I can help you build up your travel agency. Today is 220. Dream Team. I've done a lot of hospitality work. Anything I've ever done work-wise since I was 16. I've always had dream team. I just create my own little dream team with random staff members at different jobs I've had. Even with my own travel agency, I'm like, dream team. And I actually got into hospitality management at 17. They promoted me even though I wasn't old enough to make bank deposits. But they were like, you're good at this. Do it. And I was like, okay. And they're like, you're going to train everybody. And I was like, all right. So I would have my dream team. And we're going to talk about building your dream team. So the dream team, and this is also, I like to say dream team all the time. It's highly motivational for everyone when you are in a leadership position to be like, we have the perfect dream team today. Let's do this. You're a rock star for this reason. You're a rock star for this reason. You can do this because you're such a BA. And also me. Let's get this going. And it just is a really good motivator. So let's talk about how to build a dream team from championship coaches, which I'm going to botch all the names because I had to look all this up. I like to watch sports, but I'm not I don't know the name of the players. I pick a team. I have no loyalty except to one team in the NFL, which anytime I mention it, people are like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, I know, right? I will watch sports. I understand the play of the game. I don't really care about any of this stuff. So if you are a rando coach listening and I mispronounce your name, sorry. All right. We are closing out this whole 10 episode stretch with a question that matters whether you're staying boutique or building towards something scaled. What does your dream team actually look like? A lot of advice about building a team stops at delegation. Hand off the tasks you don't want to do, free up your time, review what they're doing, correct them when they're doing stuff wrong. That is very true, and it is so incomplete. The deeper question isn't just what you're willing to hand off, it's what kind of leader you actually want to be and what kind of team culture you're trying to build on purpose rather than by default. So think of yourself as less as an owner barking orders and more of as a coach. Some of the most instructive examples of what that actually means comes from sports, which I don't know crap about. But there's a lot of team building and leadership philosophy that gets tested constantly in regards to sports, often under enormous roster turnover, like college football. They're gonna eventually graduate college and move on with their lives, right? Or basketball. So there is a college football coach named Nick Saban whose program operated under the idea that a strong system and a culture matters way more than any single player. It didn't matter if your Enneagram testing scores lined up. None of that matters. The phrase often used is that a dynasty doesn't rebuild, it reloads. Are you building a dynasty, BT Dubs? Replacing star talent year after year without the whole operation collapsing. Okay? So you need to be able to deal with personality differences because you can't become a good leader if you only are matching up with people that are the perfect personality for you, right? And their personality has nothing to do with your business systems. Or we can look at Phil Jackson, who won championships with 2 completely different rosters in Chicago, later in LA, by installing the same underlying system and philosophy, regardless of which specific stars he had on the floor. Like, it does not matter. It does not matter. Like, it does to a certain extent. Like, you obviously want to look for like the A team, B team, C team. You want to avoid the C team and have primarily A and B team, right? Because your team performs at the same level as like the weakest link, essentially. And you don't need crap performers, right? But that doesn't mean they have to be an ENTP to be on your team. They just have to have certain skill sets, and you have to be able to train them to follow your system. The Celtics coach from, I don't know, built a culture around selflessness and defense that outlasted any single player's tenure. Belichick's Patriots, whatever you think of the coaching style itself, not a fan, ran on a do your job culture designed to make role players productive within a defined system, not just a roster of superstars. The common thread across all these examples, the strongest team cultures aren't built around any one star player, including, notably, the coach's own irreplaceability. So you can't build a team culture based around yourself, is what that means. They're built around a system, a set of standards, and a culture clear enough that the team can absorb any turnover, even significant turnover, without collapsing. You're not going to have the same people for your entire life as a travel advisor on your team. Like, you'd be lucky to get that, but you're not. People change directions in their own careers. They have free will, right? Some people aren't going to work out. Some people are going to be great. And entrepreneurs and small business owners, as they start hiring, they have to learn very quickly how to filter out those they deem to be like C players versus A players. And they have to be okay with letting go of a C player after they've made the mistake. Okay, so let's apply this to a travel agency. This means your dream team isn't really about finding the perfect individual advisors or assistants. It's not really about that. That is important, but it's not about that. And you can help shape that by demonstrating the proper leadership and setting the standards for your company culture. It's about building a system and a culture that's clear enough that your business doesn't depend entirely on any one person, including, hopefully, eventually, you being personally involved in every detail. If you want the boutique model, you're probably going to lean a little more that way, but you shouldn't be involved in every single detail. And if you're like, I'm never giving that up, I refuse, we need to have a conversation. It's fine. What are your actual standards for how a client is treated? And is it realistically scalable? What's the do your job, quote unquote, version of your business? The specific things each role is responsible for, clearly enough that someone new could step in and understand what excellence looks like in your travel agency. So take a few minutes to actually picture it. What roles exist on your ideal team, whether that's for the next year, 5 years from now? I don't know what you want. What's the culture and the standard that you want everyone operating under, regardless of who specifically fills each seat? And what's your own leadership style within that? Are you hands-on, involved in a daily basis, or more like a coach setting the system and trusting your team to execute within it? Oh my gosh. We're going to do more episodes. Probably later on. Let me think. This is all tied, by the way, if you're listening still, to our Success Circle program. It's like a weird supplemental thing. And once this is done, listeners, I got a great suggestion from a Success Circle student. I don't know what to call them because I'm like, I feel like you're adults. But they made the suggestion of linking the start of that week's podcast episodes inside the Success Circle. And I'm like, that's a great idea. And also, I need to finish this whole podcast first. So there are going to be, let's see, I think we're in about 2 months, we're going to revisit and talk about leadership styles. That was my entire degree in college, was all about leadership and business development. So we're going to talk about all the crap I learned in college. A lot of this stuff that I talk about in this podcast, like you're getting a free leadership studies degree and business development degree taught by Rachel. And Success Circle goes even deeper. Now, before I close out this episode, well, no, I think I'm done. I'm done. Sorry. I was going to do something, but I'm not going to do it. That was the 10 episode run, batching your content and batching your operations, a video first workflow that multiplies your content easily and effortlessly. That starts all the way back at day 210. If you're like, what? I just found this thing. Mindset shifts around your own discipline, potential avoidance, weaving your storytelling into your systems, and finally zooming all the way out to the kind of business and the kind of dream team you're actually building towards. This is Travel Agency of the Year. Day 220. Have a great day.